Hey YouTube, it's Numistaka here, and you may have noticed, although I've been producing quite a few videos showing you the things that have been sent for grading by the Silver Forum members, I probably haven't been buying quite as much for myself. Two reasons for that. One is I'm trying to close on a property, what they call in the UK a buy-to-let kind of rental flat, which I've been working on and saving up for. But also, I've been trying to be a bit more discriminating and buy things for myself which maybe are a little bit more interesting, going a little bit more for quality as opposed to quantity. And also there's the exchange rate, which has a bullion implication. But today I wanted to show you a couple of eBay pickups. I'm not sure how either of these are going to grade yet, but I will be sending them in for grading. The first one is an 1853 O mint, so it's one of the regional mints. Very interesting history of these mints. This one is the New Orleans mint, so it's a USA $1 coin from New Orleans 1853. And the New Orleans Mint produced quite a few gold coins and some silver coins. It had two periods of operation, one between 1838 and 1861. Then for the Civil War, it wasn't really used, and then it was refurbished and opened again in 1879 and went on till 1909. So there's quite a lot of coins produced at this mint, and I kind of feel, as most American coin collectors do, they're maybe a little bit more interesting than the Philadelphia Mint coins. So I'm now looking for regional mint coins, as I suppose a lot of others are. I would like some of the even rarer coins, but alas, those always seem to be beyond my price range. So, second up is a British coin, also a really interesting historical coin. Some of you might have seen the videos that I had up a while back on my purchase of an 1821 sovereign. So George IV, the Prince Regent, the one who came after the mad George III, his sovereign. And mine unfortunately got details grading over at NGC a couple of times when I sent it in. You've probably seen the videos for that. But I did find another one on eBay, which I thought was a good deal. It was an auction. It closed on an odd day at an odd time, and I thought I stood some chance of being able to pick it up. It did go for maybe, well, all these coins always go for a reasonable amount of money. They're highly desirable, and all of these pre-Victorian sovereigns have actually pretty much doubled in price over the last few years from what I can see. And it's an area that I think adds a little bit of interest to a sovereign collection. So if all your sovereigns are George V and Victoria and Elizabeth, it's quite nice to have a few different heads of different monarchs on these coins. So this is my second George IV sovereign. It's got, I think, quite a nice kind of clarity in the fields. I think it's in good condition. It's a tiny bit shiny on the face, might have been polished at some stage in the past, but we'll see what NGC say about that. It's probably 50-50 whether it gets a details grading or not. I don't know how they're going to react to it. Knowing my luck, it'll probably get a details grading, but nevertheless, it's in really, really nice condition. You can see, that the fields almost look as if they were, kind of polished fields originally, but that could be just someone's shined them up somehow. I don't know. I don't really know these coins well enough to be absolutely certain of the grading of them. I do know that I like coins that aren't too worn out with a lot of detail, and whether they get an NGC grade or whether they don't. If I'm going to look at them and they're to be in my collection, then I want to be able to see the coin and enjoy the design, and so I tend to find and prefer coins that have a good amount of detail left, even if they're details for some strange reason known to NGC. So I don't know what do you guys think of these pre-Victorian sovereigns? They are unusual. There are some different patterns. In 1825, there were actually over 4 million sovereigns produced. And there were actually two designs produced in the same year, and there are no records of which designs, how many were produced for which design. So this one's called the Bearhead version, and there is actually a laureate head, and my 1821 was a laureate head, where they only produced that design that year. So this has a shield back, slightly different from the Victorian shield back. So there you have it. This is my new Sovereign, and hope you guys like it, and let me know what you think.